7 Day Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC, Lions Den basketball community in this case. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share the video. So check it out, man. Chael Sonnen, an ESPN analyst and former UFC fighter, is continuing to get a pass from ESPN. And the public is continuing to get this man a pass for the accusations he's made against LeBron James. I've said in every video I've made about this, I've said that I want to see Chael Sonnen forced to apologize or produce the evidence that he on this charge he made about LeBron James. Most simple-minded people think that I have some agenda against LeBron James, but I was very clear. Okay, it's not. I can't help what your insecurities are. Okay, but I'm very clear as to what I'm talking about. And I've said in every video about this subject that I want Chael Sonnen forced to apologize. Okay, because Chael Sonnen, one thing that's going over a lot of people's head is he says LeBron gets his stuff from the same place I get mine. Okay, now if Chael Sonnen is an ESPN analyst, okay, I'm sure he has some type of moral, ethical, code of conduct, behavioral type of stipulation in his contract with ESPN. So I want to know how a man can admit to using illegal drugs and still keep his job with ESPN. That's my question. I want to know how ESPN ignores this situation. Is there an investigation? When will there be an investigation into Chael Sonnen? Because I can recall Paul Pierce, who was a great analyst for ESPN, being fired on his day off for being on IG at a party. Hold on while I blaze. Paul Pierce was let go from ESPN for being on IG at a party. Then they stated some moral something, right? Whatever that nonsense was, right? I've seen them force Jalen Rose to apologize for saying something that we all was thinking, right? And countless other black men have been put in positions to either apologize on television, or fired. And I'm waiting on Chael Sonnen's turn because Chael Sonnen accused LeBron James of getting his illegal performance enhancement drugs from the same place that he gets his. Okay, so it doesn't matter that Chael Sonnen is not competing anymore. To my knowledge, steroids are still illegal, right? They're still a banned substance, right? So what is Chael actually talking about? Is he talking about TRT and he has a doctor's prescription for testosterone replacement therapy? Is that what he's talking about? Right? And is this person that this doctor or whoever is supplying you, even if it's legal, the TRT, are you suggesting that he also sells illegal stuff? And even with that, just by association, Chael Sonnen should be investigated. He should be investigated. His claims should be investigated, and he should be fired, or he should be forced to produce evidence. It's one of the two. You understand? It's one of the two. Fired or produce evidence. He shouldn't be allowed to throw something out there like that and let it linger in the atmosphere and everybody just ignore it and act like he didn't say nothing. No, he said something that needs an explanation behind it. We need a follow-up to what Chael Sonnen is actually saying and the claims that he's made, all right? We need a follow-up, okay? Now, we know Chael Sonnen is a liar. We know he's a cheater. It's easy to admit you're a cheater when you get caught cheating. So he don't get no brownie points for admitting to being a cheater when you got caught cheating. You didn't admit that you were a cheater before you got caught. You got caught. So it's not a badge of honor that, oh, yeah, Well, I tell the truth. I take steroids and I take no. You got caught taking them. You understand? You got caught taking them. And like I said, I did another video showing you the history of his issues with LeBron James, and it goes back to allegedly LeBron allegedly said something to his girl, or he caught his girl looking at LeBron, something. It goes back to some nonsense, and now he is determined to slander LeBron James. Okay, now I don't know if his accusations about LeBron are true or not, but Chael Sonnen should be put to the test. He should have to prove this. I apologize if y'all can hear that background noise. Somebody's outside trimming trees and stuff. You know what I mean? They running the trees through that little machine. So that's what that noise is in the background, if y'all can hear it. But Chael Sonnen should be held responsible, held accountable for his statements. I don't like the fact that people are ignoring this and just saying, "Oh man, forget him. Oh, forget him." No, they don't do that to nobody else. They don't. Well, Paul Pierce got fired for nothing. He got fired for nothing. Okay? I'm not letting that go. This dude should be held to the same standard as everybody else. If he's an ESPN employee or an ESPN contributor, you see it all the time with CNN. CNN will have different political analysts and contributors come on from time to time, and then they let him go. Like Mark Lamont Hill. Remember Mark Lamont Hill? They let him go. Why? If I'm not mistaken, they didn't like something he said, his position on Israel versus Palestine situation. They didn't like his opinion on that. If I'm not mistaken, it could have been something else, but I think it was that. And they let him go over his opinion, right? And they rotate these people all the time. Let them go over their opinions. Roland Martin, another one, who used to be a contributor. They let him go, if I'm not mistaken. Okay? So, Chael Sonnen is a contributor. He's an analyst for ESPN. I'm wondering when ESPN is going to let him go with these statements that he's making constantly and he's allowed to get away with. I just don't think he should have a job. You can call it hating. I'm hating on Chael Sonnen, whatever. I just don't think the man should have a job. I think he should be treated the same way y'all treated Paul Pierce and everybody else y'all deal with. Jalen Rose had to apologize in a matter of minutes for even suggesting that we know the identity of the woman who Ime Udoka was dealing with, allegedly. Right? He had to apologize for saying that. Just for saying that. Chael Sonnen don't have to do nothing. Right? So if ESPN is saying they have a problem with diversity and all this type of stuff, and they want to clean up their image with minority communities, so-called minority communities, well, you can start with firing Chael Sonnen. You can start with that. That will suffice. Fire Chael Sonnen or force Chael Sonnen to produce the information, and then he should be dealt with for dealing in illegal drugs. The man confessed on live on the internet, and nobody's saying nothing about it. So that's my opinion on the matter. 7 Day Sports TV, salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm about to hit those deuces.